Welcome back to the now weekly stream, because I am very bad at going streaming for multiple days in a row for some reason. I can do it, but I play Warframe. Well, then we get to blow through 12 bonding points and collect a few items. So first off, let's go find Becky and get our free 2 AP. Now, Gammajack Volume 2 chapter is on the west end. And that's all for the collectibles. So now we get to do every single bonding event. And spend a lot of time just chilling. Whew, I'm so relieved that Fiona's safe and sound. I shouldn't have to worry about her as long as she's with Dad either. Yeah, there's no guarantee that she won't run into danger in the future, but next to your dad's a pretty safe place to be. I'm just glad everything worked out in the end. I wouldn't have if not for you and Valimar, though. And the rest of our classmates, of course. It won't be easy to repay you, but I'll be sure to help out as best I can. Come on, been through enough that you don't have to worry about repaying us. Just take some time to rest for now. Oh, I know. While I'm here, I might as well go listen to that fiddle player. Probably won't get a better chance than now, right? Maybe I should join him. Is it, Andre, or whatever his name is? Sure, might as well. The wide open area over there looks like it'd make for a good listening spot. Shall we? We shall. I think I did this bonding event in my original playthrough. Yep, it's what's-his-face. But at least he's playing something different for once. Not bad, wee man. Yeah, music like that is perfect for the Grand Market. Oh yeah, now I'm all jazzed up to work twice as hard. Yep, it's Andre. Surprised I actually remembered his name. Thank you, thank you. Please note that the hat is open to donations. Wow, he's good. That performance is something else. Yeah, even I could tell just how good it was. It seems to have lifted everyone's spirits here in the market a little too. Yeah, right. It really is incredible how something so simple could put people's minds at ease. Music really does hold its own unique power, doesn't it? I have to agree with that. Concerts like this one and even our own really make me realize how amazing music can be. Yeah, I feel like that fact sinking in for me all over again. There are things that music can do that military forces can't. Just like how there are things that we can do that no one else can. Rescuing Fiona is a good example of that as any. Exactly. Whenever we're feeling down, we just have to remember that we've got our own role to play in all this. We'll keep trying to find it while doing all we can to bring this conflict to an end. Yeah. Yay. Next. Oh, hey, Toa. I spoke with the market manager and he agreed to let us use some of the stuff from the stalls that got closed down. I normally wouldn't ask, but George said he needed materials for repairing the ship. When you're acting captain, you gotta work with what you're given. This looks like a bit too much for her to carry on all on her own. Isn't this where she does target practice? I can take half of that for you, actually. I should probably take more than half. The stuff's probably as heavy as you are. There's no way you should be carrying it all on your own. Well, if you're sure. Oh, since you volunteered, mind doing something else for me too? There's a bunch of unusable stuff here that I thought I'd take for myself, so if you wouldn't mind. You want me to drag this drum for you somewhere too? If you think it can turn into something useful, then sure. A little sneak peek at her teaming up with you at the festival. Reen cheerfully helped Toa sort all the usable items from the unusable items, and together the two of them carried anything worthwhile back to the ship. After that, they took the unusable stuff to the highway. There we go, all ready. Yep, target practice. We did do this one before. This was like a setup you'd see on a firing range. Uh-huh, that's exactly what it is. This is a perfect opportunity for me to get some practice in. And you know what they say, there's no time like the present. Practice? What kind of practice? Just watch. And yeah, isn't that pistol even bigger than the one Olivier or Oliver uses? Or you might as well just call him Oliver. I doubt he's gonna actually go by Olivier from now on. It's basically a fucking hand cannon. The design doesn't look like a thing like your Stanford Rheinford production, though. That's because it's made at TCF and Liberal, apparently. It's different from your average orbital gun in that it shoots art-space bullets. I guess the easiest way to understand it is to think of it as an orbital staff, but like in the shape of a gun. First our ARCUS units, now this. Technology continues to impress. I had no idea ZCF was even producing stuff like this. Prince Oliver gave it to you, didn't he? Yep, right before he parted ways with us. It's a prototype too, so normally only people involved in its development would be able to get their hands on one. The Prince must have some connections within the ZCF. Yeah, that would be Tita. Lucky us. I bet Alyssa would be surprised to hear about this. Well, it is a totally new invention. I thought it'd be okay with it cause my experience using regular orbital guns at the Academy, but it turns out I was wrong. So do you mind helping me out with my target practice, Reen? Not at all. Can I ask what brought all this on, though? You're already best backup we could ask for. It seems odd for you to be taking up a weapon now. I was actually a bit perplexed myself when he handed this to me, but I think he realized that I've been worried about my own lack of strength lately. You have? Sorry, I didn't even notice. Oh, it's okay. I've been tasked with looking after the courageous. I can't rely on everyone protecting me forever. And this isn't just a minor clash we've been swept up in either. This is a full-on war in every sense of the word. If I can't look after myself, I'm just going to end up being a burden. That's the last thing I want, so can you see why I want to become strong enough to protect myself? This has really been weighing you down, hasn't it? It's not just that either. Viscount Arseed specifically chose me to succeed him. He's trusting me to fill his shoes. To me, it makes it my duty to become capable of supporting everyone on the Courageous. Well, that's more than enough to convince me. If you got your heart set on this, then I'll gladly help you out. Let's become stronger together, Toa, along with the rest of the Courageous. Yeah! Bang bang. She may be small, but I don't know anyone else who works half as hard as she does. I'll have to do what I can for her sake, too. After joining her practice for a while, Reen leisurely walked Toa back to town. Hey. Alright. Who is there? Gaius. Just look at that windmill off in the distance. Amazing, aren't they? I wonder what led people to think of harnessing the wind's blessings like that. Perhaps the wind's the reason this market's merchants are as resilient as they are. Gaius seems particularly interested in Celtic's windmills. Now that you mention it, Machias, Elliot, and Fee were hiding out in a windmill on the highway for a while. We can go ask the farmer who owns it to let us take a look around if you like. I can't think of anything I'd like more. What are we waiting for? Let's get going. Of course. We went to find Machias, who in turn introduced them to the farmer who owned the windmill. Once they had his blessing, they headed out into East Celtic Highway. That's the one they were hiding out in during their time here. Huh? That's odd. The windmill stopped. Yeah, maybe something happened? We should go let the farmers know about it. Seems to be a problem brought on by aging. You see that rust up on the cog there? That's stopping the blades from turning properly. I see. Is it difficult to fix? Not at all. All that needs doing is replacing the cog and it'll be good as new. And as so happens, I have spares here for times like these, so we don't even need to go anywhere to get them. Oh no, just realized I took the step ladder that was here back to the farmhouse. Not going to be able to reach the cog without it. I'll have to go back home and get it. No, that won't be necessary. I mean, I can reach it if we work together, I think. Huh? Up and at 'em. Oh, yeah, this is pretty high, alright. You think we can reach it? Pretty sure, yeah. Just, you know, don't drop me. I think I can manage that. Oh, to be young again. Here you go. Here's the replacement cog. The blade should start turning again once that's in. Good as new. It's working. Sounds like the turbines are blowing with the wind again. That would have taken a lot longer if not for your help. Thank you kindly. Let me treat you to some freshly baked bread for the trouble. It was made with rye that was ground right here in this mill. Are you sure? Thank you very much. That was delicious. Yet another one of the wind's blessings. Having the opportunity to see a windmill up close was a pleasure too. Thanks for showing me, Reen. I owe you one. Likewise. This windmill kinda reminds me of you, you know? Really? How so? A windmill stands tall and dignified, always in tune with the wind. There's also the fact they provide for us in inconspicuous ways. Kinda like you, Gaius. I guess I'm just realizing how reliable you are all over again. Thanks, I'm flattered, really. I'll do what I can to live up to that image. We can't rely on you all the time, though. That's too much of a burden for one person. So let's do what we can, together. After observing the windmill for a while longer, they returned to town. Progress. 9 more to go. Hey, Alyssa. Hard not to get a little nostalgic being back here, isn't it? I'm thinking back on all those requests we did and the whole mess with our grand market last time we were here. But none of us ever thought things would get this crazy back then. Oh well, no sense in taking a stroll down memory lane when I can actually walk around and look at things here. Should I ask if she wants some company? Sure. Mind if I look around with you? Go right ahead. Where should we start? Reen and Alyssa decided they'd go back to see the parts of town that had the biggest impact on them. The weather cock! It's kind of surreal thinking how this is where it all started. Getting dragged out here and handed a bunch of requests from the townsfolk sure was something. It certainly was an interesting experience, especially with the instructor Sarah's refusal to help at all. But it all kind of makes sense now that we know she was a former bracer. Thanks to all those field studies, we learned how to think and operate independently. Yeah, normal students wouldn't have gotten the same opportunity to learn things that way. The fact we've overcome so much since then just goes to show what an effective method it was, right? Effective is right. And we can keep applying what she taught us even now. Calyx Grand Market sure brings back memories too. This is where things really kicked off for us. Definitely. First there was the dispute between those merchants. Then we got caught up in that case with those bandits. I don't think I've ever questioned so many people in my life. It was tough, but our teamwork helped us pull through in the end. If we had been short by even one person, I doubt things would have gone as well as they did. Especially if you hadn't been there. You play a huge part in the whole thing. Way to inflate a guy's ego. All that's left now is the highway. Granted, we can't really go too far out. But we take a ride on your bike. I want to see what's going on over near Trista, too. Might as well. I'll direct to the Courageous then. We got the sidecar, so I'll grab that while I'm there. Oh, you don't need to go through all that hassle. I'll just ride in the back to keep things simple. Sure, we can do that. Where it's going is obvious. The road to Heimdall seems really well protected, perhaps more so now. Now that they lost the Twin Dragons Bridge, this area is probably more vital to the Alliance than ever. Yeah, it still doesn't look like we're going back to Trista anytime soon. Don't worry, our day will come. It might not have been our intention, but we played a part in liberating Celtic. I'll try to liberate Trista and the Academy the same way. I guess. That's right, we gotta think positive. We need to keep moving forward and believe that our path will take us there eventually. Return to Celtic, taking extra care not to be noticed by the Noble Alliance forces along the way. With the provincial army routed, peace has finally returned to this town. Maybe temporary, but for now, that's something worthy of celebration. It looks incredibly uncomfortable to be here, not that I can blame him. Hey, Eustace, what do you say we walk around the market for a bit? Should be pretty fun since they're finally getting it back together. Brought this on. Who cares? Come on, let's go. With that, Rain dragged a reluctant Eustace to the Grand Market. This is the first time I've been to Celtic's Grand Market. Huh. Really? That's a surprise. No, I guess he never had a chance to come here during any of our field studies. While it may be part of the Kreutzen province, I rarely visited Celtic myself. In fact, I hardly left Berea hard before entering Thors. Well, that's all the more reason to make the most of our time here, right? Kind of a shame it's not nearly as bustling as it was the last time you were here. Maybe I should head back to the Cray just after. Alright lads, so how's it keeping? Oh, it's Becky's dad. How are you, sir? It's been a while. I heard you did some real work at the Twin Dragons Bridge. I actually got some nice fresh apples this morning, so here, fancy a wee try? No worries either, it's on me. Think of it as celebrating Celtic's freedom. Well, if you're offering, thanks. How exactly does one eat this? Just bite into it. This is fresh too, so it'll taste better than the store-bought kind. What, have you never eaten an apple before? Oh right, juiciness enhances its flavor as well. Good to hear, good to hear. And just to be sure, you're Duke Albarea's son, right? You knew? No need to panic, wee man. I just heard rumors about you and your bro is all. They say the youngest brother's a bit unfriendly, but always kind to wee kids and the like. And there's the eldest brother who's so skilled, he's one of the reasons the Noble Alliance has been doing so well in the war. That's certainly true. Well, I cannot deny most of the Grand Market aren't exactly fond of Duke Alberea, but at the same time, I'm not nearly silly enough to hold some grudge against you cause you're his son. Pretty sure the same applies to everyone else, too. It's a relief to hear you say that. Thank you so much. No bother. I hate to see him not have a good time here is all. I certainly wasn't expecting that. After everything that happened here because of my father's influence, I thought to hang my head low, but would have thought I'd be accepted so readily. It's not all that complicated, you know. In the end, you're only tied to the Duke as through your blood, right? Just be yourself, Eustace. Be proud of who you are, like you usually are. I really haven't been myself recently, have I? Not if you're giving me pep talks like these. You're right, Reen. I should take this time to prepare for future outings rather than waste it worrying over nothing. Good to hear. One thing I just got reminded of. I should probably talk to everybody after each event because they say something, and occasionally it increases the character notebook. Puts an entry in. With all the provincial army is done, I wouldn't have blamed the people of Kellic for hating me. What a surprise to see such is not the case. I wish I could show this to my father and my brother. Now that was some delicious bread. I think the inside of a wound will prove very educational too. Thanks for giving me the chance, Reen. It was a great time. It's like I've been reminded of the power of music all over again. As long as this war is going on, I want to find a way to make people's lives better. You're helping me with all that. I feel like I still need a lot more practice before I can be of any use in a fight, but I'll keep at it. At the very least, I want to get strong enough to protect myself so I don't slow anyone down in battle. And she trains so hard, she goes from ordinary student to equal to our level. Magic. Hi. Have you been working hard on all the requests my brother sent you? In fact, he was simply gushing about you. Really? Oh. It's the thing for the medal. Oh, another one? There we go. Oh, you're in your school uniform. It's the occasion. I wanted to come along and give my regards to the market manager, so I'm using this as my secret disguise. Putting this on reminds me back when you first met at St. Astria. Same here. Really suits you. No, just seeing it, I can't help but wonder if Elise is alright. I have a question, Reen. Oh, what's on your mind? On second thought, never mind. Should I ask her what's up? Uh-huh. If there's something on your mind, you can tell me, Your Highness. It's okay. Do whatever I can to help. Really? I'll tell you the truth, I never had a chance to get a good, up-close look at Celtic's Grand Market. I thought I'd take this chance to do it, but... Is that what it is? She's in her school uniform, so I guess she could get away with it. No problem. I'll be glad to guide you around then. You would? Oh, well, it'd be far be it from me to decline such a gentlemanly offer. I'm tired. When she had finished her business, Reen and Princess Alphen made their way to the Grand Market together. Music. So this is the fabled Grand Market. It's so lively. It'd be more lively if it had more than 10 people in it. I imagine it must have been livelier before the war, but it's still rather impressive if I do say so myself. I think that's all because of the merchants here. They work really hard to keep things going. I certainly believe that. I missed that dialogue by accidentally keeping my finger on the A button. Oh my, there's a delightful smell coming from that stall. Let's go take a look. Looks like she's having fun. Don't think she had many chances to relax in a while, so I'll have to make sure she gets most out of her time here. It's a date. Everything here's so delicious. Maybe you had the pleasure of seeing the excellent workmanship of Brayhart's craftsman. That's the honey shop, isn't it? It's just a shame I couldn't try out the much-renowned Celtic beer, too. We've got a couple years to go before you start thinking about that. I was joking, of course. I did notice a lack of merchandise from Western Erebonia, however. I suppose it's to be expected with the rail restrictions, but still, it's a bit of a shame. Yeah, it'll probably stay that way until the war comes to an end, too. I'm actually surprised you noticed. Well, I am a member of the Imperial family. Oh, Reen, let's check over there, too. When's this damn war gonna end? Sure, the provincial army's gone, but we're gonna be struggling to make ends meet so long as this fighting continues. Gotta wonder what the Imperial Army's doing at a time like this. I haven't even heard one word about Prince Cedric, let alone Prince Oliver, ever since all this started. Oh. Word has it that His Majesty's safely tucked away in Heimdall, at least. Don't the nobles have control over Heimdall, though? It's much for royalty, I guess. Doesn't mean much if you can't have any influence on a situation like this. Sorry, Your Highness. Whoa there, you might want to take those words back. Apparently Princess Alphen's behind the Crimson Wings that chased back the provincial army from the Twin Dragons Bridge. Huh? For real? The Imperial Army's probably doing what they can. Just because you don't hear about it doesn't mean it isn't happening. That's why you gotta believe in them and make sure the Grand Market's ready for when everything's back to normal. Well, I'm fine so long as the war ends, really. Right, gotta head back. Catch you later. Are you alright, Your Highness? Yes, thank you. It's no surprise that there are people who aren't happy with us right now. The fact that our efforts at the Twin Dragons Bridge alone were recognized is more than enough for me. That's very kind of you to say. I'm certain that what we're doing right now isn't in vain. That's right. That's why we need to keep doing what we can. I don't want to let Father or Cedric down. Oliver is expecting so much from us, and I'd hate to disappoint him. Exactly. Just don't forget that you're not alone in this. Thank you. Hey, aren't you one of those kids from that military academy? Holy cow, are you Princess Alphen? Oh crap, this isn't good. While it's flattering that you mistake me for Her Majesty, I'm afraid you have the wrong person. Isn't that so, Reen? That's right, she's actually my little sister, you see. Huh, didn't know you had one. Gotta say, you don't really look all that alike. Well, we aren't related by blood. Of course, there are some benefits to that. We can get married, for one. You what? Your Highness? Oh, but he's just so frigid. Do you know he only visits me at school once in a blue moon? Have you ever known a brother this cruel? I guess it's good that you get along so well. Yeah, we sure do. Looks like you managed to avoid outing you there. You definitely overdid it, though. Oh, not at all. I also believe speaking from the heart. Oh. Lisa's heart. I'll try to visit her more often once all this is over. I'll do what I can. Loud noises. Very loud noises. With their trip to the market over, a mildly flustered Reen escorted Princess Alphen back to the Courageous. Yeah. You have 6 points left. Let's go visit Emma. Planning ahead in the town, Emma? Oh, hello, Reen. Something like that. I was going to take a little walk over to Lunaria Nature Park. Oh? This wouldn't have anything to do with Celine and I sensing the higher elements last time you were there, would it? Yes, actually, she told me all about it. I thought it might be a good idea for me to go take a look for myself. It shouldn't be too much trouble for me. The monsters around there aren't especially challenging. Might be a good idea for me to tag along with her anyway. I'm really confident you'll be able to take care of yourself, but would you be opposed to some company? I'd like to see how the park is doing now myself. By all means, I'd be happy to have your company. Well then, shall we? Together, Reen and Emma stepped out on the highway and walked to the park. Something certainly is out of balance here. I can sense the presence of higher elements as well. Fortunately, their effect seems to be limited to within the park itself. You don't think there could be a cryptid here like in Lorringen Castle, do you? Well, I don't sense one now. The higher elements are only present in the park itself, so I think they're here as a result of chaos in Erebonia, particularly because this area is close to a spirit vein. But I can't offer any guarantees that the surrounding area won't be affected in the future, though. Emma? Sorry, I was wondering if I might be able to calm things down a little. I think I'll try at least. Please, step away. O Spirit Vein, calm the chaos of this land by the guidance of my mana. Any luck? No, unfortunately not. As I feared, my power simply is enough to quell a disturbance of this magnitude. And Celine's assistance wouldn't help me do any better. Oh well, at least you tried. Something wrong? I was just thinking, I bet Vita would be able to do it. With the amount of power she has, she'd be able to handle something like this without even trying. Oh, right. I've always been falling behind her, desperately trying to catch up. I've always admired the incredible talent she has as a witch. No, admiration isn't quite it. The truth is, I've always had an inferiority complex when it comes to her. I'm always comparing myself to her, always reminded of how lacking I am in comparison. I'm sorry, you've ended up with a weak witch like me instead of a competent one like her. Only I'm more stronger. As I am, there's no way that I'll ever be able to catch up to her. Keep saying always, Emma. No one's born with the ability to do everything perfectly from the start. Just like with my swordsmanship, there's always going to be someone who has more experience. So, rather than beat yourself up for not matching up, you should take it one step at a time instead. One step at a time? Yeah. Well, I'll be there doing the same thing with you. Gradually, bit by bit, I'll become more experienced and skilled at what we do. It's not something you can do overnight, but one day you'll be able to catch up with her. I suppose you're right. All we can do for now is focus on the task at hand and hope that it'll get us closer. I think I was just feeling a little impatient and frustrated. Don't mind me. Not mind at all, really. You know, I'll get that way sometimes. Anyway, you've all come all the way to the park. Want to rock around and relax some? That sounds lovely. And they're relaxed. The end. Me and Emma enjoyed some quality time relaxing and admiring the area around Lunaria Nature Park before eventually returning to Keldic. Thank you for encouraging words, Reen. I think you're right too. All we can do is take things one step by step and hope that doing so eventually leads us to our goal. The more impatient I get, the harder it'll be for me to keep advancing. Yeah, I should have figured we can't go out there. Alright, might as well stop by the Weathercock Inn last. Wearable Shaka was in need of some maintenance, so I finally decided to bite the bullet and have someone take a look at it. I'll be staying right here until I get back, but once I do, I want to go out and thank some people. After everything the townsfolk did for us by letting us hide out here, I want them to know their kindness wasn't taken for granted. He's right. We really owe them. Maybe I should join them. Do you mind if I join you? These people did so much for us that I think they really deserve our thanks. Happy to have the company. They waited for maintenance to be finished on Machias' shotgun, then hit the town to start thanking people. Hello, Machias. And to your friend, too. Thanks for feeding Lulu the other day. It's fine. I used to do the same for the cats that lived around my home. That aside, I hope you're still not bullying on Susie, Jake. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Who cares about that, though? Come play with us, Spexter. Spexter? How many times do I need to tell you to have some respect for your elders? Despite the teasing, he seems to get along with them fairly well. Honestly, you kids don't know how worried I was when you never came back from the Twin Dragons Bridge. Thank goodness you're unharmed. Sorry, we really should have gotten into contact with you sooner. I still can't thank you enough for providing us with food and drinks while we were here. I'll be sure to pay you back in full one day. Don't you worry about that. You just focus on what you need to do for now. I'm sure things will only get tougher from here on out, after all. What? You want to thank me? Hey, no need for that. If you really wanted to, though, buy a newspaper. Or 10. I'll get back to you on that. He never stops trying to win a sale, does he? Rip. There's no need for you to thank us. In fact, we're the ones who should be thanking you for everything you've done. No, not at all. Last Seven may never have been reunited if not for the help of everyone here. Oh, we hardly did anything of note. We're all students of my good friend Van Dyke. Van Dyke too, so it was only natural. I look forward to seeing how much you grow by the time this war comes to an end. Thank you, sir. We won't let you down. That should be everyone, I think. I have to admit, I wasn't expecting them all to cheer me on like that. That just goes to show how meaningful the time you spent here was. Y'all seem pretty happy about being freed from the Noble Alliance, too. It's a bit too early to be celebrating. It could come back at any moment. Still, going around and talking to the townsfolk has helped me better see that Celtic's free now. I think I'm starting to see the power we have to help change things here in Erebonia for the better. Yeah, definitely. This is only the start, though. It's up to us to set the heights we achieve, and I won't forget it. So close to maxing. I think it did me good to see everyone again and finally thank them properly, but I don't feel as though you paid them yet. I'll have to keep on fighting until we do. Let's see, we have William, who, for whatever reason, is in the church. Howdy do. Apparently they're going to hold a Sunday school class right here really soon. They did those in chapel and Trista too, right? Oh man, this is so cool. What are they like anyway? Yep, wait, you never been to Sunday school? No siree. Don't feel like I missed out on anything either. You end up hearing about kids getting educated does anything about the academy all over again. She said she doesn't feel like she missed out by not going to Sunday school, but she sounds kind of interested to me. If you're curious about Sunday school, well, we watch one of their lessons together so we can see what it's like. Are we really allowed to do that? The church is meant to be a place for everyone, so I can't see them kicking us out. Assuming you can stay quiet and not cause trouble for everyone, that is. No problem. I'm the Queen of Quiet. Can I get a royal certificate on that? Because I don't think I believe Milliam. Not long afterwards, the children of Celtic began pouring in. It wasn't long wait before class was in session. The 5 kids of town. Hooray, here we go! They all look younger than you, Milliam. Well, I'm a grown-up after all. That's one massive stretch of the definition of grown-up you got there. In fact, you'd probably be in classes for early teens if you went to Sunday school. Does anyone know the answer? What's up, Susie? You stuck on such an easy question? You're so smart, why don't you tell us the answer? Well, I could, but now I want to make you look bad. You tell her, Tran. I cannot count the mirror well. Do you know the answer, Lulu? Meow. Alright, settle down. Perhaps that was a bit too difficult. I know. The answer is 273 Rige. That's correct, but who might you be? You looks older than us. William, what'd I tell you? Hey, what's the problem? I'm normally going to Sunday school at my age anyway, right? Listen up, kids. I'm actually a student from none other than Thor's Military Academy. So how about I take this chance to teach you all as a substitute teacher? Excuse me? Now that sounds fun. Let's study together. She's as mild as ever, but I guess she's sort of helping out. The sister usurped, William took up the role of teacher for the day. Mina was worried at first, but surprisingly she ended up doing a stellar job of helping Sister Olive out. Well, except for the part where she almost gave Rain a stroke when she tried to introduce Argettlum. All in all, the kids had such a fun time with their lesson that Sister Oliver even thanked them afterwards. Olive. That's done. That was so much fun. Sunday school doesn't seem so bad. Can we go again? Can we? Glad you enjoyed it that much. You weren't half bad as a teacher, too. You did almost ruin it by bringing our Getlum out at the end, though. I probably did so well because of all the time we spent at Thor's. Everything you guys taught me ended up coming in handy. I kind of miss our classes there. So let's do what we can to end this war and get back to school. Yeah, we will. I mean, if you think about it, setting Celtic free was the first step towards that. So let's keep it up, Milliam. Roger. That was pretty fun, but I still like the academy better. Can't wait till we're back there. Alright, got the 3 left in the inn. Hey Sarah. Celtic really knows how to brew a damn good beer. I should have known I'd find you here. Still hard to argue she hasn't earned that, this time anyway. You seemed preoccupied the whole time you're at the Twin Dragons Bridge, too. What's with that stare? Nothing much. Just be careful you don't end up getting so smashed you end up getting left behind here, okay? Don't you worry, I'm an instructor. You'll never be caught that unawares. And besides, I have years of practice. Ooh, maybe I should haul a few barrels of beer on board for when Engel will pick me up. Proposal denied. We're a student-run airship. You can't just haul kegs of booze on board. What a killjoy. Should I stay with her for a bit? I'm a little concerned about her. I'm a little concerned too. Not really. Well, just in case, I think I'm gonna stay with you for a little while. I'm afraid to say I wouldn't put it past you to drink yourself under the table and someone got left behind here. Oh, come on. You could at least rummage up a little good faith in your instructor. Oh, well, I can't say I might have some company. Margot, a mug of your best lager for my student. A tea would be fantastic, thanks. I think I did this one, too. I think I got lucky constantly getting Instructor Sarah. At least that's what I recall. Yes, boy, that hits a spot. Hear me again, Margot. Already? Aren't you chugging those down kind of fast? No problem. One quick snooze to counter the booze is all I need. Don't worry, Reen. Sarah's a relatively harmless drunk. We'll drink away, have some fun, pass up for a while, then wake up in tip-top shape. That's why most people tend to let her drink as she pleases. I've never seen her cause that much trouble while drunk, actually. Glad we're all on board with my drinking then. Hey, where's that refill? Sorry, but we're all out. Say it ain't so. It's hard to get a steady supply nowadays, thanks to the sad state of Grand Market. You went all out today since it was a special occasion, but I'm afraid yours was the last one. Hope you get your hands on some if you head over to the Grand Market, though. Oh, baby, fortune's on my side after all. Irene, I got a little job for you. Join me in a quest to acquire booze. Allow me to respectfully decline. Oh, you're really gonna make a drunk carry stuff on her own? Pretty please, with the cherry on top. Keep our seats, Margot. Be right back. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Oh well, buy a barrel or two and I'll pay you for it later. Roger. Wait, we're really doing this? Despite Reen's objections, he was dragged to the Grand Market against his will. After finding and buying some barrels of Celtic Special Brew, the poor boy was then asked politely to carry them all the way back. Are these filled with concrete or something? Oh, come on, man up already. You gotta hurry so I can get back to drinking. Sorry, but I need a minute to catch my breath. Your love of alcohol never ceases to amaze. Mr. Kaffai and Dad are the same way, but they're older. I don't think alcoholism is as common in people as young as you. You really know how to flatter a lady, mister. I'm kind of surprised that I came to like it this much myself, actually. I only ever got this way because I was copying someone else at first. Oh? Would you mind if I asked who we were copying? A certain gentleman to whom I owe a fair amount. He's the type of person who'd fit right in an empty bar, swirling his bourbon oh so tenderly. I couldn't help but look up to that image, which is how it all started. Whoops, this probably isn't a conversation to be having with my students, huh? Just try and forget I said anything. It's nothing, and it's nothing that important anyway. Well, it's not often I get to hear you talk about these things. I have to ask though, where is your fondness for classy? Is this where your fondness for classy gentlemen originated from? Who knows? I'll let you figure that one out. More importantly, though, get back to carrying. I can feel myself sobering up here. On it, fair madame. Compared to the last one, we're making good time. We're only 44 minutes in and we only have 2 left. Yeah, maxed out. Perfect. There's nothing quite like an ice-cold beer after exercising. What he wouldn't give for a stock of this stuff on the courageous. You're not filling up our hold with kegs and that's final. Come on, I was just joking. Mostly. Hey, Laura. It's been quite some time since we were last here. But no matter how long I'm away, I don't think I'll ever be able to divorce this place from my memories of our field study. You can say that again. Man, we had no idea what we were in for back then, did we? We've really grown a lot. That we have. We owe our transformation to the experiences we shared and the people who have supported us along the way. We should be careful not to forget the debt and gratitude we owe each and every one. Should I stay here and rest with Laura for a while? Why not? Can I join you for a while, Laura? By all means. Perhaps you'd like to order something as well. Guess I'll have some tea too. Excuse me. Oh hey there, what do you be having? Oh, I wasn't aware you were taking the orders as well. Actually, our waitress seems to have disappeared. Oh, I sent her out to run some errands. We're still kind of packed though, so I'm on the floor for now. Really? That must be exhausting. Well, you get used to it after a while. Anyway, what can I get for you? Green, shall we? You read my mind. We have a proposal for you. Will you be willing to let us assist you until Louise returns? You sure? I'd hate to make you work when you should be relaxing. Like you said, it does look like you're kind of swamped at the moment. This is a good opportunity for us to pay you back for your hospitality during our field study too. If anything, I'm the one who owes you for help. But if you're willing to give it a shot, who am I to say no? Come around the back. I'll show you how to handle some of the more basic tasks. After the crash course in food service, Rena and Laura began helping out at the inn. Rena was on duty at the counter, while Laura served as Louise's stand-in until she returned. Well, 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 color me surprised. Good going, guys. This will be a nice way to repay Margot. And on that note, beer me, champ. Mind doing me a favor and not getting plastered while I'm on duty. Need a coffee and Carabana on table 3. Coming right up. Frilly apron. Well, aren't you looking adorable? I must admit, this attire makes me feel rather self-conscious. I don't think I've ever seen you wear an apron before. You look cute though, it suits you. Oh please, there's no need for that. More importantly, we should get back to work. We did volunteer, didn't we? Got it. At some point while the two were working, a group of girls came rushing to the store to cheer Laura on after catching wind of her waitressing exploits. And while this made her feel much more self-conscious, she still kept working diligently, a rosy tinge coloring her cheeks. Soon after, Louise had returned from her errands. Did you finish those errands? Are we done? Completely? Nope. That was actually kind of fun despite how hectic it was. It was nice for her to give us dessert and tea afterwards too. Indeed, it was a rewarding experience. Walking around here brought back memories of our field study too. Like our minor dispute here, do you remember? Yeah, I do. You asked, do you like the path of the sword? I still think back to that question sometimes. I've also caught myself asking such things to myself since then. The path that our blades will lead us down is uncertain, but we should both endeavor to improve ourselves regardless. Yeah, agreed. Who's the last one again? I don't remember. Oh, Fee. Sitting in a corner for some reason. Fee? Sleeping. I should have guessed she'd be asleep. Odd place for a nap, Fee. Now I think about it, this was about where those Jaegers showed up last time. Maybe the worry that they might show up again tired her out. I hope she doesn't catch a cold sleeping here. I don't want to leave her here, but I don't want to wake her up either. Maybe I can carry her to bed without waking her up. I doubt she's a heavy sleeper considering she has to be aware at all times pretty much. Up we go. Surprised at how light she is. I know she's eating well enough. Might be in the middle of a war, but someone her age needs to eat and sleep well. She's still growing. Not that she's ever had an issue with sleep. She's actually built pretty well for how young she is. It's like her muscles developed specifically for the purpose of being useful on the battlefield. Just holding her like this tells me a lot about the life she's led till now. Green? Sorry, did it wake you up? It's fine. What are you doing, though? We're napping in the hallway, so I figured it'd be best to let you sleep on an actual bed. So you're taking me to bed, then? Let's not say things that could wind up labeling me as a criminal. What's up? Nothing much. I had a dream about what happened 10 years ago. Back when the boss first took me into Zephyr. Ah, I see. Might have been 'cause you were carrying me. Wish I could see him again. I know, Fee. Looks like she was only half awake. Has she started seeing Zephyr as leader and me, though? It's true that we've essentially become Fee's new family at this point, but even then, can't replace Zephyr for you, you know. Guess there's no need to bring it up. She'll probably have forgotten all about this once she's awake. There we go. I'll come wake her up when it's time for us all to meet up. And about 52 minutes, we have completed all of the bonding events. It's not like a light. We'll have to wake her before we head off. And head off we shall after we talk to Laura one last time. Being a waitress was quite the experience. It stirred up a lot of memories for me too. We may have grown up significantly since our first field study, but ample room remains to continue doing so. Alright, I will double check the guide. Since I have it open, I'm smart about that for once. Smart about the guide. Let's see. Was the bonding events, blah blah blah. We should have 36 SP at the end of the chapter. So then. Hello.
Wow, that must have been tough.
36, come on.
I'm so proud of you, Reen.
Yay. Alright, might as well click on the next part, so I don't have to do it later. Alright, so Millium is required, but we can bring whoever else we want, so... we probably have to bring her. Since there's probably going to be a, temple we have to enter. Yeah, get the plug stuff into Valimar. There we go. And we still have every single version of these, so... Strength. Shield. And Sped. Okay, so then... Read the quest list on the computer terminal. Afterwards, select your party members. Alright, new character profiles, only Celine, which we already have that. We're only missing a few. And I believe it starts on December 20th is when those will show up. Those specific character notes. Let's see, December 23rd, December 23rd, and December 20th. Yep. Alright, so then, missable list, cheese fondue recipe from the general store, the Phoenix Wings, and... Quest name, Creeping for Creeps. Speak to Baggins at the Phoenix Wing and accept his request. Did we already accept that? Uh-huh. Alright, so it wants us to do the side quest first, which I am perfectly happy to do. Might as well make sure Milliam has good stuff on. Oh no, wait, actually I have a better idea. That is my better idea. Switch her out. Alright. Let me just double check real quick. There are new cryptids. Lunaria Nature Park and Nord Highlands.
Where do you want to go?
Alright, we might as well just head to Lunaria Nature Park. Kill him. Might as well make a save since we completed that chapter successfully. That's my blank slate for this chapter save.
Careful.
Leave this to me.
My turn. That one's gonna be a pain. Careful.
I don't believe there's anything new at all, so we don't have to worry about much. Alright, let's try it. Fight me, boy.
Here I go. Here goes. Overdrive.
It's gonna boost everybody's strength before doing anything crazy.
All right, let's do this.
Understood.
Very well. Now's our chance. Don't let it pass.
Yeah. Understood.
My turn.
He's dead.
You still have a lot.
Now we can't leave from here. We have to walk out of the park by foot.
Hostiles.
Here I go.
All hands. Targets eliminated.
It's gonna work Green's SP up a bit. Not SP. CP up a bit. SP is a different thing.
I'll hit.
Okay. Hostiles neutral.
Gotta love the benefit of the belt. Good old true gladiator belt for 4 CP every single turn.
Are you
Watch out.
Stop freaking out, I'm perfectly capable of beating this guy up.
Now's our chance.
Okay.
Here I go. That's that.
That should work.
That one's gonna be a pain. Careful.
Alright. Alright, and we have another one in the Nord Highlands, south, near the Stone Monument.
Where do you want to go? Leave it to me.
I don't know which one's closer, but oh well. Might as well just go here. Grab a horsey.
Let's
Or a
get
bike.
going.
I don't know which is faster, and honestly, probably neither of them are. Yep, there you are. Battle will be slightly tougher since he's the only one with the next break in the party. Should be fine though, we're over leveled. Beep beep.
Here I go. All right.
My turn.
My turn. Now's our chance. Don't let it pass. Leave it to me.
Leave this to me.
Oh. Strong boy.
Now's our chance.
And he's dead.
Okay.
Alright. So that's done. Now creeping for creeps. We go to the Venus Wings. And we have... Oh, it's this one. The one where you have to catch
Where do
the
you want to go?
creepy sheep
Full
on
speed ahead.
snowboard. A Phoenix Wing. Which is over here. Alright, we'll make a save so that way we don't have to do it later. Because if I fail, then I get to do it again. A good old throwback to the original Trails in the Sky. That one side quest. Why are they so fast? I have no idea if there's any trick to this at all. That's one. Got him. Nice.
I will.
Let's move. That's that.
Alright, get the 2 bonus AP for succeeding. Alright. There we go. Hmm. Okay, let's see.
Where do you want to go?
Right, so it wants us to go to the proving ground. Give me 1 second to just double check this. Alright, so gotta go through this guide here.
Full speed ahead!
Borrowing the training cap, speak to Monk. Alright. Let's see, examine the bookshelf in Twin Dragon's Bridge office, but unfortunately can't do that yet. Let's see. Okay, back to the Courageous, and we go to Twin Dragon's Bridge.
Where do you want to go? Leave it to me!
Trusting this guide. So from here, go to the office area where we fought the end boss of Chapter 2, Act 1. Speak to General Quaig, and we'll get Monk's badge. So I remember you go on a weird scavenger hunt, but I guess if you just head straight to General Craig, he'll give it to you. Hot coloring for the bike. So then, seafood salad recipe, hot color, save your game, then speak to Colonel Neidhart, and we get to make a mech out of me. Alright, this should be an easy fight.
This will be a tough...
My turn. I leave this to you.
All right, let's get this started! It's working! My turn! That's it!
Even with the speed down. Guess his head's the weak spot on this one.
Okay!
Imagine what he'd do if he had his own actual custom mech. He'd kick some serious ass. I like how I suddenly, for no reason, had Max, whatever. Like it wants you to, it forces you to finish him off with that. That's funny. Alright. That's done. It says here, we might as well just go down this bridge. So let's see. We have a yellow pendulum, Sepith mass 500, and apparently a flare bomb over there.
Got my eye on the prize.
That's a yellow pendulum.
I spy with my little eye
Flare bomb.
the goods.
And Sepith mass far away.
Let's get going.
Over in this direction. There you are. Alright. And then we have a trial chest, which is Laura, Machias, Gaius, and Sarah. Good luck, you guys.
Enemy sighted.
We should keep going.
Who needs luck when you have over-leveling? Alright, let's readjust the party back to acceptable standards. Alright. Now it wants us to go to Guerrilla by Road 1. And then go to Guerrilla by Road 2. That way. Just double check this. Alright, yep. Quest monster for a side quest.
Leave this to me.
I'll handle this.
My turn.
Ooh, abyss worms.
My turn.
I forgot about this one. But they're all dead anyway.
Okay.
Alright then. Let's see, after that. Return to the Courageous, then speak to Monk after the event. Hi, Angelica.
Where do you want to go?
Alright, let's get Monk back. I'll go. Alright, next up. Let's see. Alright then. So then, return the Courageous and go to Celtic.
Where do you want to go? Leave it to me.
And East Celtic Highway. Go near the farm area in the northwest of the map, right there. And we have Usus, because I'm pretty sure we need Usus for the side quest. Alright, let's see. Find at the entrance of Lunaria Nature Park. Which I believe is this way, right?
Where do you want to go? Full speed ahead!
Let's see. Oh, we have to go to West Celtic Highway.
Let's ride.
Are we on West? Yeah, we're on West. So basically you have to just drive till we see it and then make a U-turn. There he is.
Let's ride. Let's
You
ride.
stupid horse.
Let's not overestimate ourselves. Stay focused.
Stay on guard, everyone. That's no ordinary foe.
Side quest done. And student get. Now let's see. Alright, so then
Let's get going.
it says go to West Celtic Highway. Then take that to East Trista Highway to find a couple more people.
Let's get going.
See, do I get one raw sepith from it? There they are. Alright, so we gotta help them out. Let's see. Go to 3 points marked with an exclamation mark.
Let's ride.
No, no fishing reen. Bad reen. We don't do that here. Alright. So now we have to go to North Kreutzen Highway 3. So back to Celtic.
Where do you want to go? Leave it to me!
You go to East Celtic Highway this time.
Let's get going.
Go to East Celtic Highway 2. And from there we can get to the highway.
Oh, I could...
Oops.
Hostiles.
Let's move.
Okay.
Very...
Leave this. You still have a lot of...
Alright, so let's see. Here, if we organize this correctly, there's a Judgment Bolt in that chest, an EP Charge 3 in that chest, and that chest is Usus and Millium. Good, we don't have to exchange our party members.
There's a treasure chest close by.
See, might as well pick up the treasure chest, then we'll look back at the guide to figure out exactly what we have to do for the side quest. I believe we need Emma, which... Yep. And consciously set up everything beforehand. Aren't I so intelligent?
Very well.
Alright. So for this quest... Go to East Celtic Highway 3.
Let's get going.
And you just need to have Emma in the party.
Let's get going.
Let's see. All the way in that corner, huh?
Stay on guard, everyone. That's no ordinary foe.
Hostile.
Let's move.
Targets eliminated.
What the? Oh, that's Tuffy.
Let's get going.
I don't think I've been to North Kreutzer Highway 2. Might as well just double check the stuff there. Nope! That's a no. That's a no-no. Okay, then let's see. Turn to the Courageous and speak to Dorothy. And apparently there's some stuff that might only be able to be doable here, according to this. Alright, back to the Courageous. And now we have to find Dorothy, who is... second floor. In the back room. Whatever the back room means. There you are. Let's see. Alright, I got a bunch of stuff here that Fidelio wanted me to buy. I don't need any now, though, so it'd be great if you took it off my hands. Just a shame I didn't have the chance to buy anything more in line with my interests. What really is hell. Yeah, that's the notebook for her. So let's go here and try to do this. So, Spina Byroad.
Where do you want to go?
Where's Spina Byroad? It says only 2 trial tests can be opened during this visit. Those recommended are the one at Spina Byroad, Alyssa and Emma, and Sasha and Mountain Path, Elliot and Gaius. More than likely, I probably missed these. These might be the ones that, the chests that I've been missing. So Oh no, during this visit to Rower, I see. So is it saying... Oh, I see. Maybe I did miss those. We'll have to see. Not 100% sure. But we have to organize our party to have Elliot, Gaius, Alyssa, and Emma here. So we're destroying our whole party setup. Good game. I can just re-equip everybody. Make sure they're still using their best stuff. Because I don't trust this game re-equipping all my junk. Alright. I can have Gaius be my big melee guy. It's gotta redo some ornaments. Switch these two. Which one is it? Vermilion would probably work. It's raw damage. Raw damage is good. Alright, let's remove this Mars gem. Give it to our buddy here. Remove domination, remove waterfall. Alright, what was a really good one? Carnage. Fee probably has that. Yes, she does. Yeah, his attack is passable. Could be better. Especially since even after I de-equipped all this stuff on her, she has almost as much attack as him. Oh well. I skipped right past it. Waterfall? Doesn't really matter what she has. And Elliot sucks, so who cares what he has. Alright, this should be satisfactory. Let's go. I'm just going to go right here. Whoops. There we go. I'll just make a save beforehand. Been a while since I saved anyway. I mean, sure, just throw everything out right when you've already decided exactly who we're going to bring. Alright, so on this map, we have Crescent Mirror, Celestial Balm, and Alyssa and Emma Trial Chest.
I can do this.
I guess she's our best field killer. Even though she's really annoying.
Well, I can do this.
Gotta love looping audio.
It's my turn.
And these definitely wouldn't have been chests that I missed.
Are you sure we should be going up against that thing? Got my eye on the prize.
Our Crescent Mirror.
Oh,
Arts
that's
Reflector.
nasty. Try to be careful, everyone.
Alright. So there's one that you can only access with Elliot, Emma, Milliam, and Sarah. Pretty much restricting you to only being able to get 2 on your first run. I see what it's talking about. Saying maybe you want to get more overdrive. 'Cause that would work, I guess. Alright. What does Oh Great Guide say? Visit key event locations marked with a red exclamation point. Hugo, Lind, Instructor Mary, and the airship. Visit the general store for Gambler Jack Replint 11 and 12, which we don't need. We need the Gambler Jack 2. And the airship. Airship port. That's the last place. Some random NPC.
Been a while since we were last in Ruhr Airport.
Head to Devance's diner. Ah. You have to visit the cathedral. Angie. Yeah, I don't really care about Angelica's Master Quartz. Alright, let's see. So then, take the south exit to Nortia Highway.
Well then, off we...
Alright. So then, on this map we have 200 Sepith, a Tyrol Bomb, a Thalos. Let's see. Go with her. What level is Angie anyway? 127. Massively underleveled. Whoops.
Let's move.
Oh well.
Right. Now. Right up.
It's Mike.
Right.
Here I go. That's that.
Everyone's stupidly powerful except for Alyssa. Perfectly balanced as it should be.
Huh, that treasure chest looks really nice.
Alright, on this map, we have Ares and the Elliot, Emma, Millie, Sarah chest, which we cannot do. New material times 7, and Nightmare. Let's get this bread.
This is where I'll be meeting up with my supporters
This
from the
does
army.
seem like a good spot. You can't see it from the highway. Well, right.
Of course, that one is turned into Zarin powder. We already have all those gems.
Huh, that treasure chest looks really nice. I hope I'm strong enough to take that monster on.
Yeah, I don't want to fight you. I don't care. Right, apparently we can keep going, so we might as well keep going. Oh. Can't call her bike. Shame. Alright, let's see. EP charge 3. Can't go that way. EP cut 2 and Phantom Phobia.
Are you sure we should be going up against that thing?
I know we'll find the fishing guy here
That
eventually,
treasure chest looks really nice.
someday.
remember there ever
I
being a
wonder.
path there.
Here too.
Would you look at that? Alright, let's look at the guide real quick. Since we discovered everything here. Go to Nordy Highway 3. Trial chest boss, but we can't do that yet because we need Elliot, Emma, Milliam, and Sarah. Go to the southwest exit of the map, you'll end up in Schwartz Drake Barrier, and you will get an extra 2 AP. Okay. Quite the side activity.
This could be tough. Bring it on.
Dang it. Double tapped A too quickly.
We're almost to the barrier.
So I'm gonna.
Alright, so head inside, speak to Margarita. Hi. Let's see. It's weird how you get 2 extra AP just for coming here. But okay. I'll take it.
All right, let's go back and head for the mine.
Do you mind if we stock up in Ruhr first?
Yep, now it says return to Ruhr, then go to the actual mountain path. Where we were meant to go for the story. I wish we had the bike. It'd go by a little bit faster. If only you could run over the enemies. Get the same rewards as just meleeing them in the field.
Leave it to
Yes, sir. Yeah.
I guess this isn't GTA, is it? Alright then. This way is north, correct? We're heading north to Iron Mine? Uh-huh. Okay, so let's see. We have Red Pendulum, Celestial Bomb, and Suzaku. Might as well go this way first.
That one looks
Alright.
here I go.
Nope.
CP regen works for me, I guess.
No problem. Now.
Let's move. Oh. Enemy sighted.
No problem.
A fresh Suzaku? Nearly walked right into that one. Again.
Oh, that's a fine-looking
The
treasure.
Red Pendulum. Which maybe I should upgrade. It might be useful.
This was a real.
Alright, let's see. Dragon Skin Boots.
At least we already know how to
Cross
get there.
Crusade. A Tyrol Bomb right there. New Material 7. And Elliot and Guy's chest. Their trial chest. Gotta map everything out to make sure I'm not missing anything according to this guide.
Always happy to lay my hands on another chest. Please, take care around that one.
Wings. Right.
Seven new material. How many new material do we even have anyway? 99. I should invest in some Zumerian ore shards. Anyway, check back with the guide real quick so we don't miss anything important. Let's see. Whoops. There we go. Go to the iron mines, fight the group of Jaegers. Looks like nothing special. We just have to get some items in the chest. Or in the RF building later on.
Let's move.
I can. Yes, sir.
Leave it to impossible. Here I go.
10 out of 10 sound effects. Where are we going? Exactly.
Let's move. Curse you. Curse you. Leave it to impossible.
Right.
Impossible.
I remember this scene. You just run straight through and there's just random enemies. And you get ganked at one point.
Wings. Let's move.
Right. Yes, sir.
Leave it to impossible. Here I go. Curse you. That's the power. Wings.
No problem.
Here I go. Leave it to curse you.
Here I can do.
Let's move. Curse you. Leave it to curse.
You tried. I can't deny it.
I can. Right out.
Here I go. Curse you. All right.
Right.
Their dead bodies are blocking the way. Alright, I'm tired of this.
Well,
Here I go.
right. Here I.
All right. Time is precious.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Curse you. Curse you. You think this?
Hi, Sharon. Alrighty then. Alright. 5th floor. Let's map out what we got. On this floor... Alright. So, there's a Celestial Bomb here. 600 Sepith Mass here. And a Dragon Skin suit there. 3 items. So far, I still don't know how I missed anything. Really. Kinda hate it. I really should not have missed anything at all. Aside from, if there's anything in that one cave that you can only access on your second playthrough.
Sure are a lot of locked rooms.
All thanks to the director, I'll bet.
It makes it a pain for us, though. All we can do is keep going upwards.
Oh, look! There's a treasure chest!
Alright, 12th floor.
We're about halfway up now.
So then,
Security systems seem to be
you've got
disabling at least.
Grim Butterfly, EP Charge 3,
Easy.
Courier Bomb, and a Dark Pendulum. Whoops.
My turn.
Nope. Yes, sir. Well, that's that. Got my eye on the prize.
Something stuck in my right eye. That's irritating. Right. Last item.
The treasure chest is absolutely beautiful.
Right, 20th floor.
20th. Now where oh where is that wonderful uncle of mine?
Let's see.
I'm going to say he's on
207th.
23F.
Black Bell.
Mother's room and the group
Tyrell
central computer
Bomb.
are there too.
And that requires hitting that switch to turn on, and it contains a cats. Catsy. I don't know how it's pronounced. I'll call it cats. K-A-T-Z-E.
This could be tough.
Careful!
My turn.
Right now!
Huh, that treasure chest looks really nice.
Alright. Door unlocked.
Huh, that...
Wait.
I forget. The boss at the top of this tower is the same 8 leaves robot you fight in Azure, right? I think that's the boss.
here we are, 23F.
Time for us to have a little talk.
Yep. Exactly it. Nice. Ouch.
Let's move.
No problem.
Thanks. All right.
Guess it's all I needed. Just for me. Well. What's done is done. Why is it making me save? Let's see. Oh, it's giving me the option to do stuff. Pretty sure we already have stuff on, so we're good on that. Yeah, we'll use that. Why not? Proceed. Oh yeah, this is where Vulcan fucking dies. He sacrifices himself needlessly. This battle is very loud.
Leave this to me. I leave this to you.
All right, let's get this started. Leave it to me. It's working. Leave it to me. Huh?
Stop it.
My turn. That's it. Leave it to me.
Stop it.
Well done.
Give me 5 combo points again. Whatever. No! Well, at least we got to the end of Act 2. But now we get to go through another set of bonding events. Alright, let's just see if there's anything important that I can get. We'll do that first. Alright, so, Gatlerjack Volume 2. The workers from Worker Log at Devance Diner. Yeah, I'm tired. I want to go to bed, so... No! Not you! Move. Alright, I believe we have every single chapter, don't we? through 10 so far. And looks like they accidentally copied and pasted. There's also a bike color. The RF building on the 24th floor. So it's by Alphin on this. I think she was up here, right? Yep. Alright. Anything else that is special? Nope. Well then. Guess that means we're done for today. So... the usual. Be back whenever. Have a good night, and I'll see you next time.